What's the buzz? This is Zeta Beetle, and welcome back to TGIF. In this episode, I'm going for a challenge to take down opponents after gliding. Yeah, it's pretty much the same old story, so what are we waiting for? Let's get on with it, shall we? For now, it's going to be a rather fortunate solo round because narrative commentary has always been easier for me than reactive. So, I have absolutely nothing against my friends. To be honest, it's fine whenever my friends are playing, but when you don't have your mic on in the moment, and you don't have live commentary to depend on, you kind of have to figure out how and when to speak when it comes to reactive commentary. And it's not something that I'm very used to, per se. Anyway, I'm landing on top of this, or I've landed, rather, on top of this, abductor. And I'm sitting here in the middle, waiting for the thing to teleport me into the mothership so that I can begin the experiment. If you haven't noticed, I'm kind of recording this very late at night, so I may lack a certain bit of energy while recording this particular episode. And the reason why I'm doing it is because we've got a pretty big project planned for when we hit, well, I say that, but by the time that I've said anything about it, you'll probably have already seen it. So, I'm just gonna stop talking right now and focus on what I can see here. So, now that I'm in the actual mothership itself, I am going for the time orbs first and foremost, since they are the first things to appear. And while everyone else is shooting at each other, trying to get the vault orbs, I'm just going to be collecting mostly the time orbs until I get to the point where I start actually collecting the vault orbs. I almost did it, but right there, but they had shot me away from it. So now, after having collected that vault orb, I collect the nearby time orb and move on with the rest of move on with the rest of the minigame, or experiment as I like to call them. So I do this, going through here, then I take 2 time orbs right there, adding about 10 seconds to my ledger. Then I blast somebody away from this vault orb, getting my vault up to purple. And then that guy blasts me away from a vault orb. So I decide to pay him back after they collect that vault orb, and knock him off the edge with my own little, whatever this thing is called, some sort of stun gun that propels you off the edge, or I don't even know at this point. And here I fell into the bit down below, which while it's teleporting me back up above into the field of the experiment, it takes a while. So the thing. The thing about it is, since it takes a while, you lose a bit of time whenever you get down there like that. Alright, grabbing that submachine gun. Alright. I try and take as much as I possibly can, that I'm interested in at least. And by the time I get to search that chest, I have already been teleported back into the sky of the island. You know, the island where Battle Royale takes place during Chapter 2. Which I believe is either Apollo or Artemis. I forget exactly which, but I know it started with an A, and I know it's one of the twins. So here I go ahead and get my shield back up to full. Maybe it was never at full, I don't remember. But anyway, now I'm about to skip forward to the next round. Or next clip, as this case may be. So now I am heading back into the column of air that the abductor is creating. And here, I'm just using it cleverly to my advantage. And I go down here and start taking out this lady. And that deals that bit of damage. Then I grab the bandages and head on back to the column of air. And I use my glider like that. So, now I'm basically just getting my health up with the bandages. Although, since I only have 5, I don't expect to get the full 75 that the bandages are capable of. Although, then again, I might be underestimating it. Well, look at that, I actually underestimated it. Oh well. You know what? Wouldn't be the first time today. Probably. The fact of the matter is, sometimes I underestimate these types of things, and sometimes I get proven wrong because of it. Ooh, that was a smashing headshot. That was a... oh my goodness. That was a terrific headshot just then. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but sometimes there are moments where I impress myself. So, and the main reason for this is that compared to many Fortnite players, I'm not that great, if you catch my drift. Like, I'm decent, but I'm nowhere near as skilled as the rest. So, about that thing that I was going to tell you about before I decided that you would have already seen it. By the time that I've got this uploaded, we will be posting our 100 subscriber special on the channel. So, honestly speaking, it's basically a request from Spider-Man Canada, and basically it's a gameplay of a brand spanking new game. It's Spider-Man from 2018. Not to be confused with the GameCube version from 2002, which is based off of the Sam Raimi movie of the same name. Which I particularly enjoyed, seeing as how Toby was a great Peter Parker and a terrific Spider-Man. I mean, no Spider-Man is complete without the joking nature of the webhead. Like, that's what people have grown up with. And to change the formula is nothing short of a slap to the face to fans. So, they basically had to keep Spider-Man the way he was, and the way he's been for years. So, and that's the reason why I love the webhead to begin with. Like, he finds a way to entertain you while he's fighting, and that's really the whole point of comics and cartoons, to entertain people. I mean, sure, you can get a kick out of serious characters like Batman, but can you really relate to them all that often? Like, I don't think so. But I may be wrong. There might be some people that actually can, especially with his tragic backstory. Whereas Peter Parker only had his uncle to die. Poor old Bruce Wayne had both of his parents die right in front of him. That's a traumatic the experience for any kid. But still yet, it's very impressive that the Batman still finds the willpower to resist killing whoever he fights. And given that he is a martial arts master, that is relatively hard to accomplish. Like, he's gotten training from loads of people, including literal assassins from the League of Shadows, which has been interchangeably called League of Assassins. So, anyway, I'm getting off track. Before the time got out, I managed to get to the purple vault, and I am trying to prolong the timer as long as possible in order to get the golden vault. Now, here is one of those situations where the results are kind of weird. Like the result just then was called strangely handsome. I'm not sure exactly what they mean by that. Like, what does strangely handsome mean to these aliens? Is it some sort of special thing when you wear the Chimera outfit, or like does it just do it anyway, regardless of the outfit you wear? Like, what is the point of strangely handsome is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm on to the next bit of the round, and I am getting the shield potions, like that, and then I'm heading over to Risky Reels, which in many cases is one of the most popular landmarks on the island. It's based off of the Chapter 1 location of the same name, albeit it's in a different spot, and throughout Chapter 2, I do not believe that it got replaced by anything, whereas in Chapter 1 it got replaced by the block, which showcased the most popular builds of maybe a week, I think. I don't remember, but the thing about it was, and instead of the theater like there was, it was the block that just showcased creative builds. I've lit a fire here so as to restore my health to 100%, and now I am on to this fight, which is probably going to be my last, seeing as how I can see how close it is to the end of this clip. Still yet, though, the progress that I made on this challenge was quite staggering. Probably not to you guys, and this ain't gonna count because it's been way too long since I landed from gliding. But yep, that's what I expected. Anyway, I do believe it is about time to move on to the next round. And now we are in the third to last round of the episode, and I am skydiving down towards this ascender that's stopping over craggy cliffs in an attempt to get as much done on the challenge as possible. And if you don't know what challenge that is, well then, you've really not been paying attention, because it's cropped up in pretty much every episode of the High Flying Saga so far. And now, I am diving down here onto the Styx restaurant to escape from the people that are also on the abductor. And I am collecting some ammo on my way over to this chest. And I try and see if there were any medical supplies in there. Unfortunately, there were not. So, I decided to go and get some slurp barrels destroyed, getting progress on the challenge too. Just hit weak points. And that's pretty much the whole point of this clip. Onwards to the next. Alrighty, and this is to be the semi-final round of the episode. This is about 9 minutes and 20 seconds long. Oh. Whoops. I messed up on that one. Okay, you're not going to be able to tell about it because it's going to be an outtake, but suffice it to say, I messed up on my wording when it came to the last clip. So I'm going to have to redub it with some new information. Anyway. Okay, I got shot out by that guy. I tried shooting out somebody, and then I think somebody else did. So, that's cool. So, I'm just basically, going through here. collecting as many time orbs as I can in order to keep from leaving before I'm ready. Sometimes it don't work, but many times it does. The thing about it is, the more time orbs you collect, the more time you have, and the less people you will eventually have to deal with when it comes to getting these vault orbs. Because for a while, these people are really going to be hammering on you, and if you try and go after vault orbs without collecting any of the time orbs, odds are you're not going to get very far, and you're not going to be able to get the epic or even legendary loot from this particular experiment. So that's why I am mostly collecting the time orbs, because once I get to the point where once I get to the point where I have the time orbs pretty well to where everyone has thinned down significantly, I'm going to be collecting all of the vault orbs that I can within the time limit that I have left. So, as you can see, the rest of the players in this experiment have thinned down significantly. And even though there is still one that's there, and they're not going to let me have the vault orb easily. Although then again, who would want it to be easy? Like, if there was no challenge, then what's even the point of playing the game in the first place, right? Now, I am in the gold vault, because I collected all of the vault orbs that I could, which of course is about 4. And I have gotten my weapons to where I can actually fight against an enemy and have a pretty well fighting chance against them. The only thing I don't have are medical supplies, but that's fine. Well, I say that, but I do have some minis. So, there we go. I'm heading back over to, Steamy Stacks, because I believe it's in the eye. It's probably not that, it's probably something else. It may just be the fact that it's underneath a abductor. So with me having needed to get those potions drank. Oh, also, the Steamy Stacks themselves lift you up like that. So, I forgot about that. Silly me. Silly me. I'm just basically floating around the top of the abductor here, just trying to just trying to get into a place where I can glide and fall onto an enemy and damage and or eliminate them. Preferably eliminate them. And get a good deal of damage on the challenge. But I digress. Now I'm here and just okay. I choose a radar station here because I believe that that the station would help me with the challenge. Also, I randomly get something in the next round that I don't go back on. Like, I don't really complete the challenge, if that makes sense. Whew, that was close. Down to 4 hit points after even having some minis there. That's crazy. Alright. But anyway, I got my shield back up to half, and I am restoring my health with the medkit. And I was checking there to see what all crafting options I could have, but the only crafting option I had was to turn my assault rifle into a burst rifle, and my tactical shotgun into a lever action shotgun. Which at the time, I didn't understand why you would do that, because the tactical shotgun, at least to me, was a was a better option. Now, recently my opinion has changed on the lever action shotgun, but where it comes to this season, at this point I just basically figured that that the tactical shotgun would be the better option. But I got taken out by this default, so none of that really mattered this round anyway. Alrighty, here we go. This is the last round of the episode. And of course, as with the first two and the previous clip, I'm going for the challenge to, well, you know at this point. I don't really have to tell you everything, do I? Like, if you don't know at this point, then where have you been? Like, at this point, like, how would you not know? Because we're like 28 minutes into the episode, so I just need to shut up about what I do in terms of the challenge and focus on the how I do it, aka the method. So I'm just zooming around here, trying to find my next opponent, and they seem to be either upstairs or downstairs. I thought I saw something there, and I'm not sure exactly what happens here, but apparently I saw enough in my initial run. Ah, there we go. That's what I get then. Anyway, I do believe that will be it for this episode. Join me in the next one when I deal damage within 20 seconds of gliding, place top 10, and interact with a dish In the meantime, though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Until then, adios, amigos.